All right, now that we have our WordPress website set up, we just completed setting it up and came over here from our control panel and logged in for the first time. And we're taking a look. Some of you are thinking, wow, what is this? What do I do? We'll get there slowly. This is our class site that we're working on. And the first thing that we want to do, whether you know anything about WordPress or not, you're about to learn a little bit. WordPress, one of the great things about it is open source, and it's probably one of the most popular open source website projects, frameworks available out there today and used by many, many companies, both large and small. Um, so, one of the first things that we want to do is the minute that our website is up and available, what can happen is Google can start indexing our website, or other search engines will start looking at our website and gathering information from it. The fact that we have this website up and we don't have any information relative to what the site is about, and we want to work on the site without it getting indexed, we want to go and prevent that from happening. We also want to prevent people from being able to log in or access this site, as we might be changing a lot of things, and we just really want them to know that the site is coming. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to over here in the menu, plugins. Plugins are little, let's call them applications, little groups of functionality that people write to put into the website to make it do different things. You'll come to appreciate these very, very much. They allow us to do things quite quickly. In the old days, you would have to write your own plugin to do something like keep a list of people on a mailing list and things like that. You can get these now pretty much for free, and then you can pay for a pro version. What you'll find with WordPress, a lot of the free ones are substantial enough for what you want to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to click Add New Plugin. You'll see a bunch of plugins will come up telling you, different things that you can do. And as I said, the first thing we want to do is shut down our site to the public. So what we're going to do is go in the search box up here to search plugins, and we're going to type Ignite. And it's searching now. And what we're looking for is this plugin here, this Ignite Up, coming soon in maintenance mode. And it has a coming soon picture there. And what you do is you just click install. Right now what it's doing is it's pulling these files from a remote server, putting them on your server, unpacking them, and making them available to you. Once it's installed, you'll see that your button turns to activate. And that's exactly what we want to do. We want to activate it. What activating it does, it essentially just pulls up, it turns it on and makes it available to you, so now you can use it. As an example, I'm going to go ahead and open up, and I would encourage you to do this as well, in a different browser. We don't want to open our site in the same browser because we have a session as admin, meaning we're logged in, and it's not going to give us the true feel of what this plugin will do for us. So I'm working in Chrome, and I'm going to go ahead and open up a Safari window so that I can use this as demonstration for you as to what we're going to make happen with this plugin. Go ahead and make this window large enough, the right size, so we can see it in our viewer. And as you can see, when I go to the website, it's available. It's open for people to see. It's open to be indexed. So the funny thing is our website would end up with like hello world, things like that. And it might actually turn search engines off to us, that at the time that we really do want to use this, they might not come back to us so quickly. So it's somewhat dangerous. So once you have that browser window open and you can see this, now the next thing we want to do is come back to our admin area, and we see the Ignite Up. And one of the things you probably want to do right away is click on templates. The default template, some of you might like it, but it has a countdown, which you really don't want on your website. So I would highly recommend either using this one, or the Believe, the Glass, or the Offline. I'm a fan of the Offline. I'm going to go ahead and use that. So what I'll do is I'll click Activate. I have somewhat a slow internet connection today. Once it's activated, we'll go ahead and click Customize. So what you can see in here is the logo that you see on the front, which is we can get rid of that and actually just take it away. Your font colors, your link colors. You can put a message in here, manipulate the message. What is nice is if you want to put something meaningful on there, Google will pick up on that. So we are currently offline. Sorry for the inconvenience. And that should say, while we come up with a new experience. And again, you can put whatever you want in there. This is where you'd probably use like that info. You would create an email address. You don't really ever want to put your email address in here because what happens is this is where spammers and people actually come and access, lift that email address out of that web page and add it to their database, and next thing you know, you're getting hammered with emails. So let's go ahead and click Save Changes. At this point, we haven't activated it. As you can see, I'm going to refresh out here real quick. And as you'll see, we're still open to the world. Website is still there. Just wanted to point that out. So our settings were saved. So let's go over to our General tab. In our General tab, we have an option here that says Enable, Disable. And what we're going to do is now enable this plugin to be on. When it turns on, it's going to block people from going into the website, including administrators or other people. And we want to make sure that ourselves, administrators, are able to get past this page. So we'll go ahead and check that box. We can also provide a secret URL if we were working with someone on their website and we didn't want them to have access all the time. What we could do is take the secret URL, email it to them, and let them go look at it, and then reset it when we don't want them in there anymore. We can also take IP addresses. In a lot of cases, some computers have a static IP address, meaning they always use the same IP address, and you could use it exactly for, to allow them in. A 503 header, we have it on. It'll enable a status 503 header response in the page to notify search engines that your site is down for maintenance. This means that it tells them, your search engines, like, hey, please come back sometime, but right now is not a good time to index our website, so please move on. And they will. It's the best way to handle it. Next thing we want is a page title. For the page title, we can, put in there down for maintenance, coming soon, we'll be right back. I'm going to just call it coming soon page. Also at this point, we could upload a favorite icon. And a favorite icon is what sits in your, in the top of your website. Normally, it's this here. This is a favorite icon. That's a favorite icon. And this is a favorite icon. Get my window adjusted back there so we can see what's going on. And then you can actually, this plugin provider is really nice. They actually allow us to hide or show, and by default they put it on hide. their information, which is really nice of them to do that. So now, remember, we're going to activate it. We're going to enable it now. And so when we click Save Changes, you'll notice that in your admin area, this will show, whenever it's enabled, this will always show up here, letting you know, hey, your website is not accessible to the outside world. To make the point, we'll open our other browser window that we have the site in, and we'll just go ahead and click refresh it. So now anybody that comes to our website will get this message. It'll let them know that we're offline and unavailable. When you come to this site and you want to get in as admin, you put /wp-admin, and it will take you to the login screen. When you log in as a administrative user, which I'll show you a demonstration here. Service electric internet, not good. We'll go ahead and put our username in, and then our password that we set up for the site. Click login. I always save my passwords. And we are logged into the site. So that concludes this video on how to shut your site down and be able to continue to work in your site. More to come.